So Zlatan Ibrahimovic seems to be pretty angry at FIFA. This can affect all football games, or is it a hoax? Let's find out. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about Zlatan Ibrahimovic's grievances with FIFA and his image rights. We'll look into it and see if it's a hoax or if it's real. But I also want to get to some housekeeping news. I am starting a new Master League this week. I have dropped a straw poll in the description and in the comments below of the 5 teams or so that I'm kind of looking at. I want to see what you guys think, so please vote in that, and I'm going to look at the results over the next couple of days and get the Master League started this week. But let's get into the Zlatan news. So Zlatan Ibrahimovic puts a tweet out, and we're going to read this tweet actually so we can have the full context here. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is saying, "Who gave EA Sports permission to use my name and face at FIFA Pro?" I'm going to talk about what FIFA Pro is as well. I'm not aware to be a member of FIFA Pro, and if I am, I was put there without any real knowledge through some weird maneuver. And for sure, I never allowed FIFA or FIFA Pro to make money using me. He says, "Someone is making a profit off my name and my face without any agreement all these years. Time to investigate." And that was followed up by Gareth Bale, who I'm a Real Madrid fan. I followed Gareth Bale for years. I know how he tweets. It's a very odd tweet, and this is why I think it could be a hoax, but he tweets, "At Ibrahimovic official, interesting." And also, by the way, a very specific Twitter thing he did. He put the period before Ibra's name, which means it's a public tweet. Had he just tweeted at Ibra, it wouldn't have been completely public. It would only go to people who follow both him and Ibrahimovic. So clearly, Bale wanted everyone to see this. And it says, "At Ibra official, interesting. What is FIFA Pro? Time to investigate." Okay. This second tweet by Gareth Bale is what makes me think it's fake, but I'll address it as if it's real, and then we'll talk about like why I think it's fake. So Zlatan Ibrahimovic is saying this would come on the back of David Beckham's new deal with FIFA and EA Sports. David Beckham was a Konami athlete for years. He just recently ended the deal, though I'm pretty sure he remains in for the rest of PES 2021, but he won't be. I don't think he will be in PES 2022 at all. But regardless, he got 40 million pounds or euros a year, I'm not sure. So he got that paid to him based on his image rights. Now Beckham is retired, so he owns all his image rights, so he can just sell those off to FIFA. FIFA make billions of dollars a year because of Ultimate Team, people spending money on packs, microtransactions, all that stuff. So obviously they want to pay for Beckham, they get Beckham in the game, and that news is kind of public. Everyone's seen that. So you can imagine players seeing this and being like, wait a minute, so Beckham's getting $40 million over the next couple of years for being in FIFA? I'm in FIFA every year. I'm not getting anything. Now Zlatan, it's not new news to him. He has like a Team of the Month card from back in his United days where he's posing with it, and he's been very involved in FIFA, so he knows. I mean, it's not like it's something that just dawned on him. So this is why I think it could be fake. And Bale and Zlatan both using the phrase "time to investigate" is very rare, especially Bale makes it a hashtag. So it definitely feels like there's some marketing ploy behind this, and on Friday we find out, and maybe it has something to do with new packs or whatever it is. But let's just talk about FIFA Pro in general, because they both tag FIFA Pro. Now if you don't know what FIFA Pro is, it's basically the governing body that kind of represents the licensing for a lot of players, for the leagues as well, across different parts of the world, I think predominantly Europe. Now, it does not represent the Bundesliga. The Bundesliga is not a part of it. So that's why in PES, for example, there's no Bundesliga and they're not allowed to put it in. However, because of the FIFA Pro license, PES can have real players and real faces on teams that aren't even licensed in the game. You go to any of the teams in the English league outside of the main licensed ones, authentic faces, right? You go to Serie A, even AC Milan and Inter Milan this year, they also have authentic faces, even though, obviously, as we know, they are now EA Sports licensed teams. So that's what FIFA Pro is. I'm going to get a bit more into what FIFA Pro is exactly so you can understand it a bit more. All right, so this is Rodrigo Portela. He's kind of broken down exactly what FIFA Pro is in more detail. So what is FIFA Pro? He explains it here. It is nothing more than an organization created / chosen to represent professional football players in the world. He has a really cool map here. Well, it's from FIFA Pro, and it shows you which countries are covered and which ones are not. How it works is if a player becomes a member of FIFA Pro, he guarantees a series of benefits, but also obligations. Part of those obligations clearly mean being in these video games with the club or federation he plays for, which involve health, retirement, preparation, even cultural training. Brazil is not part of it and has no representative, which is why you never see the Brazilian league fully licensed in FIFA, and why Konami's done a lot of those deals individually with clubs, or even FIFA has had to do individual deals with clubs. The way I see it right now, there is an issue potentially with players' rights in FIFA. If you're looking at the money that EA Sports is making, perhaps there is something to be in play there. Of course, you know, Belgium has banned FIFA loot boxes. There's gambling things with EA Sports. There's a lot that's changing right now in like the football gaming world. So what's my gut feeling on all this? It is a hoax. And the reason I'll stick with it is, like I said before, time to investigate. Both of them saying exactly the same phrase, especially Gareth Bale, who doesn't say much usually, is definitely why I think this is some kind of marketing ploy. They're going to release something later this week, and it's going to be something much bigger than, you know, just the FIFA Pro stuff, the FIFA Pro stuff. But it is strange that they called out FIFA Pro by name, because you wouldn't think that FIFA Pro would be directly involved in this stuff. So we will see. But implications for PES long term. Obviously, if players start, you know, arguing or, you know, making cases for their image rights, PES just cannot afford that. Now, Konami are making money, do not get me wrong, but they do not have the pull that EA does, and that's something that could affect the franchise down the line. Now, we're used to fake names like Classic PES, we're used to option files, and if you're on PC, which I'm getting soon, you're used to being able to mod everything. So I would just say this, get PES on PC so you don't have to worry about anything going forward. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think this is a complete hoax? Do you think there's something more at play? It's weird because it's one of those things where there's definitely an actual issue here that could be explored, but it feels like it is definitely part of some marketing ploy, as EA are known to do. So let me know, guys. Take care. Peace. Make sure you answer the straw poll in the description and in the comments below. Also on my Twitter. Follow me there as well. And we'll get a Master League started this week. Take care. Stay safe. And I'll see you guys soon.